Good morning, students. Now we are going to discuss some of the exercise questions. The question number 1 is a beam of a light striking the surface is known as options are given: reflected ray, incident ray, normal, and refracted ray. So here we have to consider the situation of a reflection of a light. So this is a light ray is incident on this opaque surface, and it will be reflected along this direction. So we know this light ray is known as incident ray, and this is known as reflected ray. And this is our normal, and the angle formed between the incident ray and normal is known as angle of incidence, and this angle is known as angle of reflection. So in this question, a beam of a light striking the surface is known as of course it is a incident ray only. So answer is considered as a incident ray. Now second question, what is the angle of incidence if the reflected ray is at an angle of 90 degree with the incident ray? So you have to find what is the angle of incidence. So you have to find the angle of incidence only in this question. What is the angle of incidence? The reflected ray makes an angle 90 degree with the angle of incidence. So this total angle is given 90 degree. So we know angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So total angle is considered as a 90 degree. That means angle I plus angle R is considered as a 90 degree. So in this case, angle I is considered as a 45 degree. So this way you can calculate the angle I as a 45 degree. Now question number 3. The angle of incidence of a plane mirror is a 60 degree. What is the angle of a reflection? Angle of incidence is given as a 60 degree. So we have to find what is the angle of a reflection. So we know angle of incidence is equal to angle of incidence is considered as angle of a reflection only. So in this question, angle of incidence is a 60 degree. That means angle of reflection is also considered as a 60 degree. Now let us see what is the question number 4. The angle of incidence of a ray on a plane mirror is the angle that a ray makes at the mirror at the point of incidence, whether it is a true or false. So this statement is a true or false, we have to answer. The angle of incidence of a ray on a mirror is the angle that a ray makes at the mirror at the point of incidence. So according to this statement, in this question we are telling that angle of incidence means it is the incident ray which makes it the mirror. The angle in which the incident ray makes it the mirror. This angle only, according to this question, known as angle of incidence. We know this statement is wrong. So question number 4. So this is a false only. So we can say that this is a false because angle of incidence means it is the angle formed between the incident ray and the normal. So this is our angle of incidence, not this. So this angle is known as the angle of incidence. So according to the question number 4, the statement is wrong, that means a false. Now we will discuss our question number 5. The image formed by a plane mirror is always real and inverted, whether the statement is true or false. So this statement is a false only because image formed by a plane mirror is always virtual and erect. So according to this question, it is real and inverted. That statement is wrong. That means answer is false. Now question number 6. Draw the image of the letter B formed by a plane mirror placed on right side of this B. So how the image formed in the case of a letter B if it is placed in front of this plane mirror. So this way we are having this plane mirror. So this way letter B is placed. So you can observe that the image is also forming like this. So this way you can see that the image is forming in the case of B. What are the main characteristics of image formed by a plane mirror? So we have to discuss what are the characteristic properties of a image formed by a plane mirror. So in this case, first property we can say that the image formed is virtual image. So the image formed is considered as a virtual image. And second property we can say that image formed is erect image. That means the image formed is considered as a erect. So the image formed is a virtual. So image formed is considered as a erect. And the third property we can say that image formed is laterally inverted. Image formed is laterally inverted. So this is the third property we can say. Image formed is considered as laterally inverted. Lateral inversion, we know that. Suppose if you are raising the right hand, you can see that image is raising the left hand. Suppose if you are raising the left hand, you can see that image is raising the right hand. So this is the right is appears as a left and the left is appears as a right. So this property of the image is known as a lateral inversion. So image formed is considered as laterally inverted. Then fourth property we can say that image formed is the same size as the object. So image formed is the same size as the object. And one more property is the fifth property, you can say that the image is formed the same distance behind the mirror as the object is in front of it. So this is the fifth property, we can say that image formed is same distance behind the mirror. Behind the mirror as the object in front of it. So this is the way we can consider the we can say that the fifth property as image formed is the same distance behind the mirror as the object in front of it. So these are the properties of characteristic properties of image formation by a